Sammy, where we go. Okay. Hey guys, we're coming to you live on a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night instead of Sunday because our weekend was a little bit hectic. And we have gotten Gary on a day shift schedule now, and he's going to bed earlier.
And he's at home because he's been sick.
Yes, he's off work for another couple weeks, so we get to enjoy his company for another couple weeks, which if any of you are friends with me on my personal Facebook, you saw where I had posted that he is bossing me at home. I guess he is missing his job and his fellas, so I am open that dishwasher and give yourself a steam bath.
I just did.
So Gary just opened the dishwasher mid-cycle, and he's having a little spa day over there, and Maverick's chasing the steam. But anyway, Gary has decided, hello Nana, hi Christy, that he's going to bring his bossing duties to home, and he's been running a tight ship here because I think he's missing his job. Are you missing your job?
I do miss my job.
Hey Michaela, hi Katie.
But you know what the cool part is? I ain't gonna just be dead
Hi Amy.
my whole life. So,
Yes, as most of you know, Gary has been sick. We talked about it briefly on our last video, but we went to the oncologist today and got a few more answers, and they're going to try him on some medicine and see how that works out, and hopefully he responds to the medicine that they have gotten him on, and he goes back in a couple weeks for some more labs and to see what we're going to do next about his blood issue that he has going on.
she's bled me dry.
Yes. Hi Heidi. Hi Christy. Gary is having him a midnight snack. I went ahead and wolfed mine down before we went on video though, because I didn't want y'all to see me eating.
One of the only things Maverick eats is bacon, and Gary enjoys bacon and tomato sandwiches.
We made some bacon for Maverick tonight, and his sisters come in and ate it
They
all.
robbed him blind. They look like crows sitting on a power line when the bacon come off.
Yeah, so we had to make him some more bacon. Hi Alice. So anyway, we have had an interesting week.
Very.
I have really enjoyed having Gary home though, and it helps in the evenings because he's definitely a good helper with the kids and keeping everybody in line.
Hey Beth.
Beth, they've started him on some they diagnosed him with ITP, and they've got him on some medicine to try to.
I've been on 100 milligrams of prednisone a day. It's probably drove me insane. I feel bad for my family. I can smell, hear, or see anything.
Hi Sandy.
My spleen still hurts. It's still, I guess, destroying my platelets, whatever it's doing in there. It's my worst enemy right now. She's been trying to save me, my heroess, if you will.
I have to keep him in line because he's a typical male. He doesn't want to go to the doctor. He doesn't want to follow up with anything. So I've had to use my mom voice several times over the past week or so. And
it's loud, it shrieks, and she gets her point across really fast.
I've got to keep him around a little while longer. I didn't just find my fairy tale at the ripe age of 40 for him to go kaput on me. So anyway, you will miss it when he has to. I will miss him when he has to go back to work. I will. I may shed a tear or two or something on that. Hi Ashley, are you working tonight? I know you work the night shift. I do remember that. But we've had an interesting week. We got our pool up and running, which was a total issue.
When we bought the house, they didn't cover the pool until after the leaves fell in it. Poor old Jacob's marched around out there all day with a net. He's captured his leaves. Our pool is actually blue now, but it's been a 2-day fight with everything Winelda could swing and what Jake could do today. It's been tough.
Yes, there were so many leaves in that pool, and I had, I'm going to say shoveled for lack of better words.
2 truckloads been brought out of it.
Shoveled leaves out of that pool, but I said I'd never eat Raisin Bran again because I don't know why, but those leaves reminded me of
I'd say it's
Bran.
18 foot round, and I'd say it's damn 6 inches of leaves in the bottom of her. And
there was.
Jacob and Winelda, they fought their butts off at it. I've had to empty that strainer, I know 6 times. It's been tough. Poplar blooms falling out of the sky and all them leaves. Oh boy, it's been bad.
But we had to buy a pool pump, and the other day, we get the pool pump set up, which I had done a video and actually posted it, but then I deleted it because I didn't want to be ranty. And which I'm gonna touch briefly on that. If any of you guys have ever set up a pool or dealt with a pool pump, a line, or anything like that, you know it's a bitch. Straight up.
I haven't. I'm just a fisherman.
But anyway, Gary just goes dumping pool pumps out and throwing everything in the yard, and he's like, what do I do? What goes to what? And I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to read the instructions, and the instructions was
Gary
in
looks
English.
at the picture on the box.
Yes. But the instructions was in English, but it was all Chinese to me. I didn't understand anything. And
Gary can't read Chinaman linguistics. He just starts slinging stuff together. So I got an O-ring on wrong.
So Gary goes to class. I take Gary to class. And we had a water hose in the pool, so we needed more water before we could turn the pump on. So while he's at class, he's like, turn the pump on.
What is it? Water?
Yeah. So I turned the pump on, and something ain't right.
Shit blows everywhere.
Yes, there's a geyser in the yard. And I'm like, holy cow. And literally, like, water was shooting in my face, and I was trying to hold that down. I mean, it got to the point to where I was cussing 1 second, praying the next, and then I started crying because I was like, I'm never going to get this.
So she texts me. I'm like, well, Nelda, unplug the damn thing. Back away. I'll be home in a minute, right?
This was after we probably texted back and forth about 45 minutes, and I was at the point I just told him, I said, I'm done. I'm 40. I'm not a fixer. I'm always the damsel in distress. I never know how to fix anything. I'm the person that uses that person that always runs to somebody's rescue. I always need rescued.
And I'm the guy that whines to such a lady. So we kind of equal each other out.
Yes. So, anyway, he did come home, saved the day. We got the pump apart, got the seal on there, and it's working fine.
But she was drowning when I got home. She's like, Gary, I was like, water was shooting me in my face. And I'm like, I'm like, hell, woman.
I had to come in the
when
house.
It's time to retreat, you retreat. You got reinforcements coming.
Over an hour's time, I changed pants 4 times and 2 pairs of shoes.
There was 2 pairs of shoes on the porch when I got home.
Because I was soaking myself.
She was taking care of me. She was getting her done while I was gone.
Anytime I have to deal with a pool, though, I get nervous. Like my mom and stepdad went on vacation one year, and I was living with her at the time, and she's telling me how to backwash the pool. And I was a total nervous wreck because if you guys have ever backwashed a pool, it's like you're draining the pool. I didn't realize that that's what went down when you backwashed the pool or done the pump like that, and it was very nerve-wracking. And I get all tore up over
Which we
stuff
don't
like
have a
that.
hose for a backwash yet, and I told Benelda, well, where that water was a little dirty, maybe we need to backwash our pump. Like I said, I don't know nothing about no pool. I'm just a fisherman. She said, oh no. She said, Gary, you don't understand. She said, we're going to have to get us a hose, and if that ever needs backflushed, we're going to have to do it that way. I said, why? And that was the experience she's getting ready to tell you about her mother's pool, no doubt.
Yeah, well, she has a hose, and it just backwashed into the ditch in the backyard. But, I mean, the water was a shooting out of that thing, and I thought, I'm going to flood their yard. I'm going to drain this entire pool. My mom has a huge pool. I was like,
It's twice as big as ours.
Yes, I said, I'm going to drain this entire pool, and they're going to come home from vacation. I'm going to be like, I watered your yard.
They're opening theirs Labor Day. Good luck, guys.
We're going to open ours after Labor. What? Huh?
Christy said she's going to open hers Labor Day.
I think Christy means Memorial Day because
yeah,
we're talking about Memorial Day. Christy's like me; she's struggling. But anyway, the pool's up and running. The kids got to swim tonight.
They did. We put the Tasmanian Devil Maverick in there, scrubbing the sides over in his new life vest, which we bought one a little bit too big. He's tall. 30 to 50 pounds, one said. So we bought 50 to 90. Maverick probably weighs 60 pounds. He's a big kid. So
he's healthy.
I was wanting this big Avengers, big, nice, tough guy, life vest. When I was like, that ain't gonna fit in. I'm like, well, you gotta have a badass vest to go swimming in, right? So I buy this blue one. Neither one of us liked it, but we thought it would fit in. So I guess after I run to work tomorrow, let them know what's shaking down with me. I'm going to go back and buy that big badass Avengers Hulk Rage life vest for him so he can finish wreaking havoc on that swimming pool. He swam for 45 minutes probably, didn't he?
And giggled the whole time.
Giggled the whole time. It was good to get him home. We just got him home today, too.
Yes, they've been on vacation with their dad in Tennessee, and they had a good time, but I think they was happy to be home. I think they missed home, which everybody misses home when they go on vacation.
I miss home when I just go to work. Hell, I don't even know what vacation is.
I do. When I go,
where's my woman?
I get excited when I go on vacation. As soon as I cross the state line, I'm like, all my worries are behind me. I'm not worrying about nothing. But then when it's time, I don't know, 2 or 3 days into vacation, I'm homesick normally.
2 or 3 days into vacation, I'm already plotting how do I get to the damn islands.
What would cause a pool to make waves? I don't know, Doris. I'm not your pool person.
What would cause a pool to make waves? Think about that.
What is it?
What would cause a pool to make waves?
I don't know.
What's she doing in the pool to make waves?
She's having a pool issue. Maybe somebody can help you out.
Sounds like it's surging to me. Your pump may need back flush. Maybe you need to empty your strainer out because the leaves are sucked up against it and it's just getting a jolt of water here and there.
Listen at you acting like a pool expert now.
I'm not a pool expert, but I know a lot about pumps. I'm a coal miner and we have to pump water constantly. So if you're surging, you start, you have electric, right? You have a solid electric current. It's not pulsating that will cause the surge. Check your strainer. Strainer's empty. Go to your back flush your pump. Maybe you have too much sand, not enough sand, and then I will go from there. That's just me. I know pumps. I don't know pools. I've set 10,000 pumps in a coal mine.
That is pool advice by Gary.
That's coal mine advice by Gary, not pool advice.
Okay. Hi, Crystal. She's tuning in from Alabama.
Bama?
I'm
Redstone Arsenal boy right here.
Vacation until bedtime, then I want in my own bed. Usually on vacation, you know what? I'm excited because we're going to go on vacation this year.
We are, and we've been planning. We've been saving. Winelda's been working extra, and Gary's been cutting some pennies and saving. And we really don't know where we're going to go. We're thinking Outer Banks at this point. We was wanting to go to a lake where it's calm and peaceful, but there's no houses available. So maybe Outer Banks where we have the ocean on one side, and what'd you call that water on the other?
The
sound on the other. That way maybe we could pack a regular fishing poles, and in our spare time catch some fish, me and the kids go play. Maybe Gary whack him alligator in the head and we have fried alligator tail or something.
What? I don't know if there's any alligators in the Outer Banks.
Woman, good as you fry chicken, you can fry alligator. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. Livy says, I just love you with Gary. I've been watching you for a long time and you deserve him. Thank you. I think so too.
I don't think I deserved her. I'm kind of a lucky guy.
Aw.
Me and the kids all agree.
Judy.
We had a big talk today. Winelda was almost in this thermal meltdown. In swoops Sergeant Ned. Kids. Mom's in a bad way. She's trying to clean this. She's trying to clean that. She's been out there working in the pool. She's swept. She's mopped. She's tried to deliver supper. Look here. Time for us to roll in. Brianna, I don't know shit about a dishwasher. Can you work the dishwasher? She said, I can. I said, work the dishwasher for me. Jake, all these boxes need burned. He said, Dad. Sissy's running around trying to pick up. No, Sissy was gone. Maggie was folding the blankets. She's folding blankets, putting them in a corner, trying to help me. And then when Winelda rolled out the next time, we was all like...
I was in a mood because...
You work longer, harder hours than all of us, and that's all I was trying to explain to them. But didn't them kids come to my aid? I'm telling you.
They did. They jumped in and
helped.
They
jumped right in there and saved Dad. I'm like, we're getting ready to have a damn nuclear explosion, kids. They're like, what do we need to do? They rolled right out. They saved the day.
I'm sure you moms can relate out there.
Well,
You get tired of talking. I get on my own nerves when I'm getting on to the kids. Quit leaving your dirty laundry in the bathroom floor. Get the trash out of your bedroom. Did you clean your room? Yes. And you go to their room and there's Freezy Pop wrappers in the floor, empty
Oh my
cans,
God, they're
water
filthy
bottles.
with those. We buy them, I don't know, hell, you get 100 of them Kool-Aid popsicles in the clear plastic things. Maggie and Sissy leave those laying everywhere. We've threatened to whoop them. We've threatened to take them away. But, it's hot outside. You ain't going to take no kid's popsicle or nothing. We don't know what to do. I mean, they nasty with them. They are.
Yes, I'll share I missed two. The comments are coming fast tonight. I cannot get up.
My shirt says Titty Tuesday, love.
And he's actually wearing it on a Tuesday. He's trying to go back through some of the comments there. He wears this shirt all the time, but it's never on a Tuesday. But
Stephanie Pittner. I wore this to the doctor today. This is my grunt style shirt of the day. My American flag hat, and I rocked her.
I'm sure every doctor wants to roll into it.
When he rolled them saying, "How are you doing today?" I said, "Just damn fine, buddy."
You're terrible.
Rolled out of a 7-Eleven to diagnose my spleen.
Stop it.
I'm joking.
Maria said she noticed your shirt today.
Maria's great.
And I'm wearing the Winelda Diary shirt. I actually had a white t-shirt on, but
Actually, that's what we're on. You
Yes.
you got a shirt for the TV show.
I'm representing tonight. What is Gary drinking?
I'm drinking an old fashioned. It is a orange slice, a maraschino cherry, some good quality bourbon, and I smashed the maraschino cherry in the orange slice, and I dumped some bourbon in it with a little bit of bitters.
And he's drinking that fancy drink, and I'm just having box
And this
wine.
is a Glencairn whiskey glass with a foot on it.
He's so...
You know, you guys have seen me drink wine. I like to be fancy. Well, with these, I can...
Gary needs to check out 9 Line apparel shirts. Actually, I have...
There was a lady up at C&L's at Man trying to sell me 9 Line clothing the other day. Guys, I can only wear so many shirts. I don't care to wear one. If somebody sends me one, I'll do whatever. But, you know, these guys, they only employ veterans, which 9 Line may as well. So, I shop here. As a matter of fact, Winelda done some research today. Why does Gary have ITP?
No, you go fix your
Gary
hair.
has been shipped in the third world bad places, right? They give him a lot of shots. And Winelda was sitting there thinking, you know, your spleen, vaccination. She's a 20-year nurse. She's a very smart lady. She starts seeing case after case after case after case. So, I may be sick. I could. It may be something they pumped in me. She don't know. But she's doing her due diligence to find out. And I'm hanging in there, guys. But the prednisone, I'm sure my blood platelets is up, but everything else is too. I'm like, zzz.
And the doctor actually lowered his prednisone today.
He couldn't believe what I was
he's
getting.
tapering him. So that hopefully will help.
Sweet and beautiful. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Christy White.
Ashley Nicole Pepper, Tequila Tuesday. I wish we had some tequila. We'd be having some
Tuesday.
margaritas.
Oh, hell. You guys should see me with no shirt on Tequila Tuesday.
Tammy, I'm sorry you had a bad weekend. Mandy, is it still Tipsy? It is Tipsy Tuesday, Mandy. You better get on board. If you drink beer, Lonnie Hill says if you drink beer, try the new Bud Light Orange.
I don't drink beer. You can.
Gary actually had a beer this weekend with my mother.
I had 3 with your mother.
3. Yeah, my mom's not afraid to throw back a beer on a hot day or as she's laying in the pool. I'm there with my fancy wine and my little Yeti cup, and there's no pig with a can of beer.
With everything like.
I don't have no fancy bikini shit.
I was talking about the way it proportioned everything, love. I wasn't talking
And
about.
had the girls up on display. It was a tankini or whatever you call it. Yeah, we got the pump going, Chris. We did get the pump going. That's what we were just talking about earlier. Not it's a female Chris. If you missed Tequila Tuesday, then hit up Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow we have a busy. It's the end of this school year, so everybody I'm sure is wrapping up with award ceremonies, and our local girls are actually going to states. Chapmanville.
Awesome.
We'll be in Vienna playing state softball tournament. And a lot of you are having kids to graduate right now. Me, for example, my firstborn child will be graduating on Thursday.
I'm fancy.
So,
I had an orange slice.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but I'm sure there's some of you all out there that are going through that as well.
Well, let me tell them about the radio thing I heard. Remember when you and I was listening to the radio, they had talked about the recent shootings. And they had talked about a cougar cut loose in the park. That was my first day off work. Naturally, I'm concerned. Wanelda, where have you been? She hit me. I bruised so easy. Look how easy I bruised right now.
I didn't hit you.
She was like, ah. You was going to.
I was not.
You was going to.
I was not.
You was.
I was not. And I'm not a cougar. I'm like not even 3 years older than you.
You're a decade older than me. You was born in the 70s. I was born in the 80s.
I was born in 77. You was born in 80. That is not a
decade. That's a decade, guys, ain't it?
I might have been born in a different decade, but we're not a decade
That's a
apart.
decade. 70s is a decade, 80s is a decade. I'm sure they can all agree. You might look younger than me, but that ain't the case. There's claw marks all over me, Winona.
From what?
Your cougar.
What? I did put the bruise on your arm. I did do that. Please.
Hey, guys, you wouldn't believe, my blood platelets got down to 9. It's supposed to be 150,000, all right? It got down to 9. So me and Winelda's in here giggling, playing like we always do, tickling and loving, and she reaches over and gives me this little sexy bite, and it ain't no more than this. And I woke up the next morning, I'm like, oh, hell. I said, how hard did you bite me? She's like, I'm like, then, Chapmansville Family Chiropractic. Let me do an ad right now. David Duramo found my broke neck, saved me. That's where your diaphragm nerves come out, right here. The big cut mark on my neck. He saved me. Sent me, you need to get an x-ray, Gary, right now. I went down there. I was trashed out again. I think he can fix everything. He makes me feel better, right? I brooded my whole life. He twists my bones, contorts me, pops things, puts it back in place, and hell, I feel good, right? Guess what? Gary, need to send you for an x-ray, buddy. Got some blood work done, too.
And the platelets were bad.
And, just on a whim, he thought, I want to get this done, too. That's how good this guy is. He should have been a medical doctor. He's an old soldier like me, just a normal guy. And I call him family friend. I don't know what he calls me, but I'm telling you, he saved me twice right now. If that would have collapsed on my diaphragm, I'd have been a dead man. If my blood platelets would have kept going and I got hurt, I'd have been a dead man. He's awesome. But he's right down here in town, right at the mouth of Fowler Branch.
And my bestie is his office manager, Miss Maria, which is who got me and Gary fixed up, which I saw somebody ask, where did we meet? It was Maria. She fixed us up on a blind date, kind of. Well, I guess she was talking to him, and
she was blind because she liked me, I guess.
She was talking to him and me too, and he ended up messaging me on Facebook, and that's how it all began.
Hey, Foxy Mama.
That's probably about what you really said too. Mandy was born in 78. Tell him everything.
You're almost old as Winelda, Mandy.
Oh, there's Maria. What'd she say?
She's my gal.
Yes.
I messed it up. I'm sorry. I messed it all up. Oh, there it is.
Well, you're off the camera. You're going to not be the cameraman anymore. He's so good at medical.
Yes, I tell him every day he's so good at medical. Damn straight, Maria. You know how many times you guys have pulled me through. You might be Winelda's best friend before we even knew each other. You guys were saving my tail, and I'm
going to have to go see Dr. Duramo tomorrow. I'm going to have some sciatica issues.
Tony White. Have I been following the directions for my tattoo removal? As a matter of fact, I have. I went through my second round. It's a lot lighter. The scabs are almost off. It's still pretty well scabbed, Tony. But I can tell a big difference. I don't know how many times, if it'll take 10 or 5, but that's 2. And, hey, darling, getting the skin wet, using it as directed, it's probably not as good as you guys would do, but it's coming through with the advice. I mean, I can tell a difference. We both can.
It's definitely leaving there.
But where I wasn't healing, where I didn't have no platelets or anything, it stayed raw and oozy for about 4 days. And that's just because I was sick, and that's honest. I know y'all don't want to hear it. Rebecca Wright says they love us as a couple.
Gary, you and this camera's not doing.
You're going to have to do it.
No, just don't.
No, I surrender.
I'll touch it. I'll touch it. Okay. I'm doing it now.
There's Beth.
Beth is giving Maria praise. She said, "You definitely knew what you were doing when you hooked him up. They are perfect for each other." I think so too. He definitely is my other half. That's for sure. We were just talking before we come on live. We like the same foods.
Tony said it would take about 6 months for my tattoo. I can't believe I graduated from school. And, 80. That's my gal. That's my soulmate right there.
Nelda said sciatica pain is no joke. You ain't kidding. Now, see, you've got the comment. You know what?
Somebody just said, please say hell yeah. So I guess I'm getting Jacob's favorite thing again.
Who said that? Rebecca Wright. Gary gets, when Gary has his head shaved and his
When
goatee.
I get a fresh haircut, when I got on a nice tight black t-shirt, when we're on vacation, we always get, and this is Jacob's favorite part, you know you can't see that I have hair. They all think I'm bald, right? And I always have a goatee during vacation. It's hot. Dude, your dad looks just like Stone Cold. And they're like, can we get a hell yeah? I'm like, hell yeah. There you go, baby.
You're not. Ashley, let me see what you saying. Okay, so quick.
Oh, that's fancy.
Ashley's got to put your drink down. Ashley's got a question.
Yes.
We're back to being serious now. This is our serious
I was
faces.
I
I keep my thermostat on 72 to 74. Side note, our air still isn't fixed. Now they're saying they won't be here till June 14th.
It's bad, guys.
But my boyfriend keeps putting it down to 67, 68. What do y'all keep it on, and what is you and Gary's biggest battle?
Might I go first?
You may.
We're in a bind right now. We have 2 window air conditioners running because warranty, trying to save money, right? But we done said F that, and well, now it's outsourced this morning because they said we can't get you to the 14th. So men are harder natured than women. Why do you think you put your cold feet on us? Why do you think that you cover up with a blanket and our feet are out from under the blanket with a leg and we're trying to escape you? You ever see them little memes with 2/3 of the bed that belongs to her and 1/3 him? That's because he's trying to escape you because he's burning up. Yeah, he loves you. He thinks you're the most beautiful thing in the world, but guess what? You can't sleep if you're burning up. So he's trying to get away. You might wake up with his back towards you and be like, what's he doing? Oh, he don't like Papa. But he's hot.
I'm gonna chime in on that.
And
we cuddle all the time. There's plenty of
we
nights.
do cuddle. Where are my feet and legs outside of the blanket, and where am I trying to get to?
I don't know, but I'm all up in your shit normally, and I got my feet stuck to you and my butt up against you and everything else, so I'm...
Gary loves this woman. She don't use a pillow. She uses my arm.
That's true.
I like that. That's how I like to sleep. But both my legs are up from under the blanket, or I usually ain't even got one, do I?
That's true. That is true.
So my advice would be, take your man's blanket. He loves you, right? Throw the blanket away. It'll be fine. Turn on the ceiling fan.
When we do have air that is working, our thermostat would have been on, like, we'll use the Chapmanville house, for example.
70, 72 was good.
69. Right? I kept it on 69. Yeah.
We don't normal.
I like it cold because I'm busy all the time. I'm normally busy. I'm always up moving, doing stuff.
Well, that was the first one up.
So I can't stand to be hot. I can't stand to sweat. So we keep it 69, 70 at the most. I'm coming.
I can't see. That was a good one.
Amy said, you're talkative. He is always talkative.
I haven't been for 2 videos where I've been sick. I'm back.
Yeah, well, one video we was kind of blah because we didn't really know what was going on with Gary, and I think we was both kind of stressed out and down and out
kind of
about
depressed.
it.
We still don't know what's going on with Gary, but Gary...
Yeah, I was thinking to myself...
doesn't really care.
You know, well, this isn't going to be fair. Watch him end up being really seriously sick, and I just now got my fairy tale, and I'm not ready to give it up, so that's where I was at with that. I like it cold too,
That's
Chris.
for sure got a buzz. He's working on one, gal.
Do you have a buzz?
No.
I didn't think
Close.
you did.
Yeah.
You seem still straight. Jennifer, you keep yours on 73 at night. How are you removing your tattoo? We bought a little at-home tattoo removal thing that we purchased off Amazon.
And I believe it's Tony that's been helping us with the advice.
Tony
right?
Wyatt has been helping us because she does this for a living. But we've been using that little laser thing at home, and he's done.
We're no professionals. I have burnt myself once. Listening to people like Tony, she's the only reason I made it so far. But yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Jamie just asked what are our nicknames for each other. We don't have any nicknames.
Well, the TV on was it Netflix? When it was using the robot voice calling you Wayne Elda.
Yes. No, somebody had turned on the TV to where it talked to you. Everything that you did on it, it spoke. And it called, and we had profiles, the Netflix profiles. And of course mine was Wynelda. And anytime you would turn it on, it'd go, Wayne Elda.
So we've been Wayne Elda
Isn't that so
for quite
cute?
a while.
No, we don't call each other Love Muffin or Sweetie or Pookie Bear. He calls me Wayne Elda.
Call you Love.
You do call me. You do call me Love all
I
the
call you
time.
Foxy Mama.
You do call me Foxy Mama. Yes.
Call you beautiful when I bite your ear.
Jessica says we call each other baby, never by our names. Thank you, Christy. I'm with you, Crystal. As cold as you can get it. If I can see. Oh my gosh! Back in the winter, this is kind of a funny story we never told. But back in the winter. I don't know why we had the windows open. We were hot or what? I don't know. But anyway, we fell asleep. The way the master bedroom is set up, it's got like French doors into the master bath, and there's big windows over
Netta
top
probably
of the
broke
garden
out a
tub.
polyester shirt and a gold chain and was like, chicka chicka bow wow.
That's what it was. We was having such a heated night, we had to open the windows.
Oh.
But
Probably something
anyway,
like that, I guess.
there was no forecast for snow at all, none. And I woke up probably at 4 in the morning or so, 4 or 5 in the morning, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's flipping cold in this bedroom. And I raised up, and I could actually, even in the dark, I could see my breath. And I looked in the bathroom where the windows was open. I thought, why is it so bright in there? Which I was half asleep. So I walk in there, and there's literally snow in the bathtub because we had the windows up, and it had snowed a lot, like 6 or 7 inches. So I wake Gary up. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is snow. There's like a foot of snow out there. And Gary raised up and he was like, woman, you crazy. And then he just rolled back over and went to sleep. So anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to tell that story. But
Magic Mart shopping.
yes, we went to Magic. When did we go to? We had to go to the pool store to get
Let's stop by
sand
Magic
for the
Mart
filter.
to get the pool floaties.
And we ran in Magic Mart to see if we could find some pool floaties and an indoor-outdoor rug for the gazebo. And we were Gary's good to go shopping with. He likes to look at all these little gadgets and everything. He's a good shopper. But while I was shopping down the craft aisle, just looking to see if there was any decorations to go with my farmhouse theme I got going on here.
I saw that something was wrong with her.
Yes.
Her eyes was red.
And the next thing I hear is the power of Christ compels you bullshit down the aisle.
I found a big iron cross and was trying to save my lady.
He was trying to do an exorcism on me right there in the Magic Mart.
And people at Magic Mart don't like it when you try to do an exorcism on your life. I'll tell you that.
Anyway, Gary, and then where was we at today? You
But I
tried
think
it again.
I think the evil left.
It's gone. You did so well, Father. Where was we at today when you did it again? Was we in Walmart?
I found a woodcraft somewhere. I don't know.
It was Walmart, definitely.
But I didn't go that much in depth. You just caught me. She caught me turning around. And I was like, yes, behind her with it.
I said, would you put the cross up now? But we were in the doctor's office today, and it was very quiet. I mean, it was an oncologist office, so you have a lot of cancer patients in there, and it was very quiet.
There's a good one.
And I'm telling a story. And I start digging in my purse because I'm just bored, and I'm thinking I'm kind of hungry. I kind of want a piece of gum. I don't have gum. I thought, oh, I've got gummy bears in my purse.
I'm going to walk to the porch so I don't offend anyone.
Oh.
There's a good question up there.
Okay, so anyway, I'm digging in my purse. I can't find my gummy bears, and I look over at Gary, and I was like, did you take my gummy bears out of my purse? I'm whispering. I'm trying to keep it on the down low. I don't want all these patients in there to know that I'm searching for gummy bears. And Gary responds, no, Wynelda, I didn't take your gummy bears out of your purse.
I did, but I didn't know it was supposed to be a secret.
Well, I was whispering for a reason. Okay, we have a question here. If I cook dinner, my man cleans the dishes, but if he cooks, I clean the dishes. How do y'all go about this? Honestly, whether I cook or Gary cooks, I always clean up the kitchen mess. Normally.
But I do try to use things that limit dishes, you know that.
Yes, he's all about saving dishes. And I don't mind it, whether I cook or he cooks.
And you know you dirty a lot more dishes than I do. I do my best to save you from doing dishes.
Yes, you do. But
that's a good question.
But I can see where that frustrates you. we hate doing dishes. Women, everybody hates to do dishes. And I don't even like to load the dishwasher, and I sure as crap don't like to unload the dishwasher. But, so I can see where that frustrates you as far as that goes. And sometimes we do just need a little break from the dishes because they do get monotonous. And one of my big issues with dishes is putting dishes in the sink with food still in them or on them. That makes me want to.
What happens when Dad's home? You will rinse your plate before you put it in the sink and empty it in the trash, right?
And the world's worst is ramen noodles or cereal.
Which are
Rice Krispies, to be exact.
Little girls. They're the worst. Oh, God. They're nasty.
And I taught them a little trick to where they could go put their cereal in the toilet and flush it down the toilet, which I thought that would be
right.
fun.
We read X once a month. That's fine.
Yeah, that way
they won't do it.
Yeah.
They leave it to Clapper.
They sit it in the sink, and then I'm sitting there, literally, I feel like I got to get a putty knife out to get the Rice Krispies off the side of the bowls.
You guys heard about my bread in the zone. You know I've been running wild, sideways, keep them busy. When Elda went to bed, I decided I'm going to clean the fridge, right? I'm going to help.
Your little notes still up. What happened to my note you left me? I had it on top of the K-pop.
But, this is funny. I find the green, old school, vintage Tupperware thing. She bought that, said they're cute. Winelda, what's in this bowl? Let's play a game. You have 60 seconds or a kitten dies. I woke up the next morning to a big Facebook post.
Yeah.
Funny.
He said that I thought to myself, he gave me a lecture that night too, like a 20-minute lecture on how I could be more efficient with my time, which I do agree with him to a certain extent.
We don't waste time.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought, man, he needs to go back to work. But I can always distract Gary with a boob flash or, something sexual. And then I got to thinking about those poor guys he works with. They have nothing. They have nothing to distract him with, so they just have to listen to his mouth. She makes her bed every day.
I swear every morning when I wake up, my boyfriends...
The comments come so fast we can't read them before they go away. I make my bed every day, and I swear every morning when I wake up, my boyfriend's side of the bed, his pillows are on the floor, fitted sheet is always off. Do y'all have this issue? Do we?
We don't have this issue, love. What's her name?
Ashley.
Ashley Nicole Pepper. Let me tell you what we have, Ashley. Gary needs 2 pillows. He keeps one extra in case he needs a knee pillow. He's got back problems. He's an old brute. Worked hard. Winelda has 37 pillows. They're always in my space. I'm like, why do you need so many pillows, Winelda? They're pretty. So, I buckle it down.
I feel like a princess with all those
But
pillows.
when I go to sleep, I usually sleep on my side of the bed. Till she gets up, then I consume the whole thing.
That is true. He goes diagonal as soon as I get up.
While she's in the bed, I mind my own business. As soon as I feel she's gone and I feel that cold spot over there, I turn in to Frogger. I'm getting all that cold. I'm soaking it all off the bed. And I'm sure I mess a bunch of stuff up.
What does that say? Aaron says, do you have a problem with him following Adam Calhoun? I see his shirt. Who's Adam Calhoun? Does that have something to do with your shirt? You have to.
I think he does them funny Facebook posts, that bearded guy. I'm pretty sure I already follow him, but I follow so many people I'm not for sure. I'm my own man. If I don't like somebody or they're not being decent, I won't follow them. And that's just how it is. I love my woman. I love my family. I love America. I'm Gary Farmer. That's it. I'm sure she doesn't have a problem with me following anybody because if they wasn't decent, I wouldn't follow them.
Yeah, I don't keep up with what he does as far as that goes. I don't feel like I need
and
to.
By the way, hey, Cal.
Oh, that's him.
I am wearing a shirt. Just for the record.
I'm going to have to.
It's just a shirt and I like it.
I think it's cute too. I think it's funny. You can never have enough pillows. Agree. My husband said I don't have a bed. It's a nest.
Yeah. Hell yeah, husband. You're right, boy.
Pillow issues are worldwide for men. That's my boyfriend.
Hey,
He does it all the time.
The best one.
Grunt style.
The best one was before we moved in together. I spent the night with Winelda. There's this pillow with designs or pearls or something on it, and I slept on this thing. I woke up. I looked like somebody had ironed a macrame to the side of my face. I had to go to work like that. What happened to you, Farmer? Got in the car wreck? The round pillow.
The round pillow. I don't remember.
The pretty pillow with the...
Oh, Adam supports our troops and speaks how he feels about our troops being mistreated. Well, what round pillow? Let's talk about back you said. What?
Your pretty pillow. The one with the creases. I don't know if it's round. I think it's round. The one that had creases in it, and I went to sleep and woke up and looked like I had a Venetian blind on my face. I thought it was round. It may not be round. She knows what I'm talking about because I'm sure she remembers my rant when I got up to go to work.
Yeah.
Michelle Robbins' nest. Yes, Waddell makes a nest. It's so beautiful. When I crawl in it, I kind of like take up this much space on the corner of it. Once you start swallowing...
After you get done smoking your last cigarette and setting your alarms and all that, as soon as you lay down, I shed the pillows and I say, I'm coming over.
She does come over. And I'll leave the rest for imagination.
Gary reminds me of Chris Kyle. Who's Chris Kyle? What? I don't know these people.
He's
I'm
a patriot.
sorry. Okay. I don't really...
Somebody didn't kill him honestly.
Oh, the movie. The sad movie. Okay.
He's a good man.
Making me yawn. I'm sorry. I know I keep yawning. Nancy, hello. She's chiming in from Carrollton, Texas.
But speaking of Chris Kyle, where I work, there's a bunch of great men work there.
Hi,
there's
Gracie.
men that work there that train snipers. There's old infantrymen. There's people like me. There's they're my family, and I'm having trouble with being away. You know, I may not be the best boss that ever walked the earth, but I love those men. I do, and I miss them. It's been tough. It has. I'm sure I probably aggravated my family to death.
This is the most time we've spent together since we've been together.
It is, but I lead two lives. You know, I love my family and I take care of them and I protect them. I would die for them, but you know those men, I offer them the same thing, and I feel like I'm being lazy or something sitting here at home. Yeah, I'm sick. Could probably bleed to death if somebody touched me, but I don't know. I feel like I'm being lazy or something. And Winelda's trying to deal with that, and she's trying to talk to me and talk me through it. And I'm sure a lot of you ladies experience that with your men or what have you, or men with your ladies, whoever the breadwinner is of the family. But it's been tough on me. I've worked my whole life. This is the first time I've ever not been able to. I always got something to do. Yeah, I put up light fixtures in the background. I've worked on
we did
poles.
There was no light in the dining room, and we put a light up. Let me turn the... Well, yeah, you can see it better when the light's out.
It's an Edison bulb.
It is an Edison bulb.
I didn't know what the hell an Edison bulb was, but that thing's like a tanning bed. It's got like 5 filaments in it. That thing will burn your hide.
It's as you can probably see it better there that it's turned off.
The old industrial look. I think I just smashed my lady's finger. The old industrial look, if you will.
Do you guys go shooting together? We have never been.
I've not had time to go shooting. I have a gun library, if you will. I have every good Winchester shotgun ever made from 1887 to a Model 12. I'm quite a cowboy shooter. I take Ruger Vaqueros and I shoot beer bottles out of there. I have a gun belt. I'm Mr. Nasty with a shotgun. I could rock a AR-15 like nobody's business. I used to be a soul gunner. I'm pro-gun. Use it to protect your family. Don't use it for meanness.
All right.
Guns don't kill people. Shitbags do.
Marissa, thank you. Not lazy, doing what's right for you and family.
That's what she's been trying to explain to me.
Yes, I have.
That's Marissa.
Yes. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, Lisa, we're a little bit more relaxed, I guess, after we went to the doctor today.
Question.
All right. Ashley's got one more question, and after this, we'll probably start wrapping it up because we've already been on here like 40 minutes.
It's been fun. I ain't had nobody to talk to.
There's me in a house full of kids. Wait a minute. Shut up. Okay, I lied. One more question. My boyfriend can take leftovers out of the refrigerator and take a fork to it. I have to warm it up, and that's if I will even eat leftovers. When he does this, it makes me want to throw up. Ashley, Gary will open up soup and eat it out of the can standing in the kitchen. He will open up chicken noodle soup or what was that?
Chef Boyardee.
Chef whatever.
The meat and gravy. I'm a soldier. I'm interested in my belly not growling, right?
And
if I'm busy and when Elda's busy, Gary will go there and suck down a can of soup or whatever's in the corner. He don't care.
He don't heat it up. He'll eat it right out of the can.
I'll drink that.
And I think that's gross.
And she looks at me and tells me I'm nasty all the time. But I'm not dirtying dishes. I'm not causing you any extra work, and my stomach's not growling. Who does it bother? Don't look at me. I'm eating. It's my own business.
There's your answer to that question.
But I understand. Well, Nelda always looks at me like, "Oh, you should have heat that up. That's nasty." I'm like, you know what? You got your own stuff to do. I'm trying to eat and go do what I'm doing. So usually I'm busy. I'm in a hurry. I got to go to work or something. I will go rip the top off a can of Campbell's Chunky and chug that, and I'll roll out the door. You know what? No dishes. Gary's belly ain't growling, and it was good quality food as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Honest.
Vicky says, just watching y'all. I'm thinking y'all hit it off from day one, and I'm sure it didn't take very long for him to woo you into an intimate cuddle. Laugh out loud. I know I found my happily ever after when I was in my late 40s and he swept me off my feet. Date number 2.
Well, Nelda found me when she was in her late 40s, and I was just a child in his cradle, but same difference.
I'm 40. I'm not in my late.
You're late 40? You're almost 41. Wasn't that what she was talking about?
No, shut up. I'm gonna put a few more bruises on you. Hi, Lydia. She's tuning in from Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Hell yeah. Home gal.
Kaylee Grubb. Her husband is a section boss in the coal mines here in West Virginia.
They're probably from up north. I used to work with the Grubb up there.
He was giving a sermon on guns, they said. Hi, Patrick County, Virginia. Gracie's tuning in. North Carolina. Well, thank you, Aletha. She said she loves us more than the royal wedding.
I mean, that ain't saying much. I love Bud more than the royal wedding. He married somebody that had been married before. I ain't even going there. It wasn't tradition and wasn't worth watching.
It doesn't have to be tradition.
It does.
No, it does not.
Well, why do you call it royal? Why didn't you just call it wedding?
You're in cahoots with Queen Elizabeth. You're probably plotting her death already. You just sit over there and shut up.
I probably have been.
I thought the wedding was beautiful. I love the story that she'd been divorced. It wasn't traditional. And
well, I'll tell you what. I ain't in on that shit. It ain't normal, and I don't like it. There's my opinion. I didn't watch it. I was against it the whole way.
You don't know anything about it.
I really don't. I'll argue about anything for $1.
I'm not giving you $1.
Oh. He's being chased by cats.
I'm just kind of skimming through the messages real quick. Thank you, Janie. Misty, we talked about earlier in the video what was going on with Gary with his blood work and stuff. ITP. Maria Conley. Here's Maria. He eats like that because they have had hard days in the military. It trains him to be grateful and to survive. He is a survivor.
Where's my guy?
Thank you, Tara. Lisa said, damn it, she buys.
Hell yeah, Lisa, she does.
Hi, Ashley. She's tuning in from Georgia.
GA. I'm an old Columbus boy.
Martell is in
Benning.
North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, I want to go with her. I want this.
The tattoo removal is going well. We talked about it earlier in the video, and he showed. Go ahead and show her again since she's just now tuning in.
And make sure you talk about Tony and how she's helped us.
Tony White. She's been instructing us along the way.
And that is her job, people. She does a lot better than Gary Farmer. Gary just saps his finger and hopes for the damn best. That's about the truth. So I said tell Gary something.
That was Pamela. She said to shut your pie hole.
I'm shutting it.
Well, Treva says, where are y'all from? We are from southern West Virginia. Oh, I'm glad I said your name right. With a name like Winelda, I struggle as well. What was the tattoo of? It was his ex-wife's initial.
Well, actually, it's a W.
It is not a W. It was an M.
It's a W.
It was an M.
It's a W.
It was an M. Why
It's
do
an
you
M.
try to say
It's an
it?
M. It's a W. Hey.
I'm going to start beating on you. How far are y'all from Mate 1? I have family
Mate
there.
1, we're about 45 minutes from Mate 1. Give or take as the crow flies, if you come through Del Barton.
Mm-hmm. I got a crazy curl up on top of my head. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up for the night at that. I've got to change my ice pack. It's leaking water on my behind. And we're going to go back and try to read some of your all's comments when we get off here. That we usually try to do that and answer them back.
And as always, if you guys have something that's fun to talk about or something funny, just normal life, I mean, that's me. Well, Nelda can probably talk about anything. Me, I'm a normal life kind of guy. But I love to hear it. I think it's funny, and normal life's where it's at. That's what we all live, right?
I hope everybody has a good week. And the ones of you that chimed in said you had a kid graduating this week. Jeff Walkup says, Gary, did we work together?
Me and Jeff Walkup worked together at Massey. Yeah, we did. He was the company president once. That was a long time ago, brother, but yeah, we did. You're a great boss. I think I crashed you through a mud hole one time on one of them old 5-band rides coming off a long wall.
You're awful. All right, you all have a good night, and since Gary's off the next couple weeks, we'll try to tune in more live at night when we're able to.
Hey, we will.
Okay? See you all next time.